Thing about your wife, she doesn't mind being a homemaker. She's not in competition with you. She seems to love her position in life.
Yeah, well, it's her natural role. It's every woman's natural place to be in the home
and pregnant and barefooted.
Exactly. Yeah. Amen.
How did you find a wife like that?
Well, you know what's funny is that when I met my wife, it was in Germany, by the way. My wife's from Germany.
Oh, okay.
And I was over there doing work with missionaries, doing preaching and everything when I was 18 years old. I just wanted to travel a little bit, broaden my horizons. And when I met my wife, she was actually a feminist. She'd been raised Catholic, but then she rejected that around age 12 and just became sort of an agnostic.
Right.
And so she ended up believing on Jesus Christ, being saved, and then, you know, that changes you. And her views on everything changed.
And that was due to your influence?
Right.
Wow. And what made you attracted to her since she was not a believer, she was an atheist?
Well, when I met her, I was out evangelizing. You know, I was out with my Bible, talking to people. Her reaction to it was, well, none of this is going to do me any good if I'm late for work. So I just got her phone number at that point because she had to go to work. Right. I just got her phone number and email address just because she was pretty. Right. And I'm a young man, and so I figured, hey, pretty girl, you know, do a little follow-up.
That's right. So when you took the number, did you know at the time you were attracted to her?
Well, yeah. I mean,
it wasn't to preach to her, it was because you were attracted to her.
Well, it was both. No. You know, kill two birds with one stone, right?
Everything in Islam is about rights and limits. Rights and limits. There's always this balance. So in some cases where people get too familiar, it causes problems, jealousies, envy, and unwanted advances. So we don't really want to put anybody in that position. You might say, well, then nothing will happen, but you don't know that. Like the Prophet, peace be upon him, told us never to have a man and a woman alone together, because if a man and a woman are alone together, the devil will be the third. And he will come to people and cause them to have these kind of thoughts. So it's better just to protect yourself. So if a woman needs to go to the grocery store and she's passing through the house, she's not going to go through there improperly dressed. So we do have a dress code, yes, but it is not that she's being forced. She's doing it because she wants to be protected. One of the things I hear women say is, I want to be recognized for my mind, for my talents, not for the shape of my body. And that's what the covering is for. That's what the protection is for. Even when they pray, we put a wall up somewhere so that they can pray behind it. That way they can remove their covering if they would like to. You know, when they're listening to a talk, maybe they have a child, they want to nurse their child. How can they do that? So this is why we erect these partitions, not to bother them, but actually to help them.
Not to necessarily oppress them and put women in a...
Actually, 2 women came to Islam from this very thing. And what happened was, they came and asked me, why you have this partition here? And so I got to ask them about their religion. Well, for them, they have, their best women are the nuns who absolutely wear almost the same clothing that our good women wear. But they cannot get married. And I asked them, can they have children? They said, no, they can't have children. I said, why? They said, because they can't get married. I said, why can't they get married? They said, because they're married to God. Yeah. I said, whoa, all of them? Whoa, you shouldn't have a problem with us having more than one wife then. Now, what I asked them about, if the best of your women can't get married, the best of your men can't get married, they're priests and preachers and so on, they can't get married. So if the best men and the best women can't get married and have children, that means only the worst of your people are getting married and having children, right?
What kind of society are you going to
So what kind of society, exactly. And so I said, now you're worried about a partition we erected to protect our women, to give them a place that they can relax and nurse their children. And I'm asking you now, why do you have a partition between common sense and your society? Why not let the best of your men and women get married? Do you know what happened? Yeah. I told this story many times. When I went back to that same community, it's down in Florida. Do you know what the brothers told me? They said, Sheikh, after you left, both of those women came back, entered Islam, and they're sitting on the other side of the partition right now.
Alhamdulillah.